Here is lesson number 3 of our series, Learn English. Please watch carefully, practice all what I have told you about, and if you have doubts, you can write it in the comment box. I will give you answers for it. Let me also know how much this video has helped you to improve your English by writing a comment. If you want to say that there are two things which are good, you want to compare the two, you cannot use the word good. Then you need to use the word better. Same if you want to use it for more than one, then you have to, more than two, then you have to use best. So good, better and best. These are three levels of comparison of the adjective good. We call it as degrees of comparison. Let me give you an example. You can say, this is a good book. There is only one book involved here, not more than one. But suppose you have read two books, you can compare by saying, this book is better than the one which I read earlier. So there are two books, better, that is the comparison for two. Suppose you have more than two, you say, this is the best book out of the 5 books I read recently. So the best book out of 5 books, more than 2. That is how we use comparisons. Now let us also take the opposite of good, and that is bad. We can say, we had bad weather this week. So you are talking about one weather, and that is bad weather entire week. But suppose you want to talk about weather on a daily basis. You can say, today's weather is worse than yesterday's weather. So now there are two, comparisons, yesterday and today. So you use the word worse, W-O-R-S-E. And suppose you have more number of days, then you use worst. Pronunciation-wise, they sound similar, but the spelling is W-O-R-S-T. For 2, it is W-O-R-S-E. We say that of all the days in this week, today's weather is the worst. In this way, I have shown you how to use degrees of comparison. Take up the video on adjectives. It will give you details of this. When you want to make a comparison, usually you use something which is familiar. This kind of comparison using the word as or like, we call it as simile. S-I-M-I-L-E. Let me give you here a few examples of similes. In a sentence, your hair is as black as coal. The simile is as black as coal. So you see something black, you say as black as coal. So you're saying here, your hair is as black as coal. The weather here is as cold as ice. As cold as ice is the simile. The sound I heard was as loud as thunder. Thunder is very loud when two clouds clash with each other. So the sound I heard is as loud as thunder. Then the workers look as busy as bees. The simile is as busy as a bee. So here plural workers. So the workers look, they are working very hard. So they look as busy as bees. Then you can also say, the soldier is as brave as a lion. The soldier is as brave as a lion. The simile is as brave as a lion. All these 5 sentences we have used as for comparison. I'll give you one example where we are using like. You can say, the winner of the swimming competition swims like a fish. So like a fish is the simile. And this is compared to how fast you can move in water. So the swimmer swims like a fish. We don't have a particular video of this, but if you're interested and write in the comments, I will prepare a long video on similes. There are certain words, when you use them, you find that the subject might not be doing the work which the verb shows. The subject is making somebody else do the work. Example is make or get or have or order or permit or let. Many verbs are there like that. I'll give you some examples here. With get, we have, I got my car cleaned. That means you didn't clean your car. You made somebody else do it. Then the boss says, I made them complete the work. Here you're using make, but you didn't do the work. You made them complete the work. So it is them who did the work. Then you have the word have. I had the barber cut my hair. So you didn't cut your hair. You had the barber. Had here is the verb which is used, and it is the verb which does not show the action of the subject. Then you have the word let. She let the children play in the park. She's not playing. She's asking the children or allowing the children to play in the park. You can also use the word permit. You can say that we permitted the watchman to take leave. So you did not take leave. You permitted the watchman to take leave. Or you can say order. The leader ordered everyone to come on time. So the leader did not come on time, but it is not as though the leader is not coming on time or coming late. The leader is telling others to come on time. So ordered. These verbs, if you remember, it will be very useful for you because you can frame sentences where it is not the subject which is doing the work, but it is a subject which is getting the work done. Many of you have questions about passive voice. Though we don't use much of passive voice in conversation, etc., but I will tell you how it is done. The usual sentences we use are active voice, where the verb does the work of the subject. If the verb does not do the work of the subject, then it is passive. For instance, you have an active sentence. He opened the door. He is subject. Opened is verb in the past tense. The door is the object. Now to make it passive, you have to shift the object to the subject. So you have to say the door. Now you have to shift the subject to the object. Now he, object form is him. You have to use the word by him. So the door by him. But now you have to also change the verb. Opened is given. When we want to change an active verb into passive, we take the help of the verb to be. There is an entire video on to be. I want all of you to watch that on my channel. Now you used to be in the correct tense, and that is the past tense. So the past tense of the door, which is a singular, is was. So we say the door was. Opened remains the same because opened is not only the past tense, but it is also the past participle. So the sentence becomes, he opened the door active. The door was opened by him. Always the subject is added as an object using the preposition by. So the door was opened by him. Now take any active sentence which has the pattern subject, verb, object. It has to have an object and it has to have a subject. Of course, if you say, someone stole my pen, then you can say, my pen was stolen. Thereby someone is not necessary because you don't know who that object is. Many such examples are there in an entire video, active and passive voice. Please watch that for more information and correct English. I hope you have liked the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done it. Press the bell icon so that you get notifications. Like and hype the video and share it as widely as you can. Join the channel as a member to attend all the live classes I conduct and also to get other benefits. Thank you and all the best.